Previously on
my Conquer Bad Fur Day video.
Oh hey, I like this game more than my favorite game. Die! You dropped this, sir. Alright, you're
all caught up. Well, the job's done. Here's the money, Conquer. But hey, look at the bright side. I still got my favorite show, Gravity Falls, by my side. Oh wait, come on, don't run. Now, if you've been a fan of the show for a while, you would probably know that my favorite show is Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is more than a Disney show. It's more than a TV show. We do not deserve this show to be as good as it is, but it is. It's so fun. There's so much mystery and little hidden details. It's too good. Get it out of here. Get out of here. But Gravity Falls is a video for another time, because today we're gonna be actually talking about a show that actually made me go, oh hey, that show be better than Gravity Falls. Someone needs to alert the nations. And that show is Avatar. No. Avatar: The Last Airbender is unlike any other show I've ever seen. To be honest, I don't even know where to begin, so why don't we just start at the beginning? The show is about our boy Aang. He's a freaking airbender. In fact, this world actually consists of 4 nations: the water, earth, wind, and fire nations, to be exact. Each nation consisting of people who can bend those 4 respected elements. Who would have thunk? This show be crazy. So these 4 jabroskis are all being peaceful and stuff until
everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
The f, dude? What's your problem? Only Avatar Roku, which the Avatar is a person who can master all 4 of the elements, could have stopped the Fire Nation, but little did these 3 other boys who were like, oh, the Avatar will stop these savages, we're good. Avatar Roku freaking died trying to stop a super volcano from erupting, even being left there to die by his best friend, who just happened to be Fire Lord Sosin, leaving him there being like, deuces, best friend, gonna go take over the world now. This guy sucks. So now it's up to Aang, the new Avatar, who accidentally froze himself for 100 years, leaving the world to suffer for even longer in the process. Whoops. And Sokka and Katara, his new friends who found him in Freedom from the Iceberg, to travel the world and learn 3 of the 4 elements he's yet to master in a year, before the comet Fire Lord Sosin used to take over the world comes again, making Fire Lord Osai, his grandson, love you grandpappy, too powerful to defeat again. So no pressure, technically 12-year-old kid. The world is literally on your shoulders. And one of the reasons why this show is just so freaking amazing, in my opinion, is the writing. Oh my god. This show's writing is just so freaking good. I'm gonna eat it up. From the incredible world building to the absolute godlike character development that happens to every single main character in this show. Speaking of which, we haven't brought up Zuko, which, by the way, seriously, this is one of the greatest written characters I've ever seen in television in my life. But Zuko, after being freaking scarred for life, literally, and banished just for saying, hey, maybe slaughtering your own people to take over the world is a bad thing. Can you believe this guy? How disrespectful. But he's on a quest to find the Avatar to take him back to his father so he can gain back his honor and respect. Which, hey, by the way, you probably don't want that guy's honor and respect, but you'll learn that later down the line. It's fine. But Zuko, as the show goes on, learns empathy and to be a good person, and eventually goes from the guy chasing Avatar constantly to regain his father's respect to helping the Avatar take down the same person he's been desperately trying to please for years, realizing how evil and corruption is just not him. It even has this really sad scene where the audience knows that Zuko has changed for the better and wants to help Aang learn firebending, but the gang doesn't trust him. Rightfully so as well. There's always a just reason for how every character feels in the show, and I freaking love that. So after Aang mastered waterbending with Katara and Master Pakku, a master waterbender from the North Pole who, in fact, wouldn't train Katara because she was a girl. Just gonna throw that out there, by the way. But yeah, this show is actually super dark for a kid's show, dealing with subject matters such as genocide, a lot of genocide. I mean, the aftermath of it is literally in the show's title. War, sexism, corruption, dictatorship, anything you can imagine, really. The world is your oyster. But after learning waterbending, earthbending from Toph, a blind earthbending child prodigy, and one of my favorite characters, in fact, because of how badass and hilarious she is, there was also some really cool foreshadowing by Boomy, one of Aang's old friends back 100 years ago.
Neutral Jing is the key to earthbending. It involves listening and waiting for the right moment to strike. Your teacher will be someone who has mastered neutral Jing.
which I think is pretty freaking smart. And learning firebending from Zuko, it's finally time to fight the Fire Lord in probably the greatest fight scene ever. This is the fight scene the show has been building up to since day one, and it 200% lived up to its expectations. That's 100% 2 times. So while Aang and the Fire Lord fight, oh wait, no, I'm getting intel that he has promoted himself to Phoenix King, ruler of the world. And wow, that ego just keeps on getting bigger and bigger, guys. I think it's gonna break a world record. So while they fight, Zuko and Katara are battling the new Fire Lord, Azula, Zuko's sister and local psychopath. And after challenging Zuko 1v1 Fox only Final Destination style, just to freaking juke the hell out of him and fire a bolt of lightning straight at Katara's face, causing Katara to be like, oh, and oh yeah, Zuko got hit in the process. Katara didn't like just absorb it and became a Super Saiyan, but that caused Katara to be like, oh no, you did not. You are an ice person. I'm not. Here's some chains. Have a nice day. Oh yeah, as the show goes on, Katara has become like weirdly super overpowered. I mean, she can heal, she can literally stop the rain. Literally stop the rain. Just think about that for a second. And control people's bodies by bloodbending. Ew. So during this absolute gorgeous, emotional, powerful scene, Aang does the unexpected, and instead of bringing peace by contributing to more bloodshed, no, he defeats this actual monster by taking away his bending. A technique he learned from a freaking lion turtle island called energy bending. And people call my videos weird. I mean, they are, but this is a fate that's worse than death, and you can see it. Seriously, if you have not seen the show, just know that this video does not give the show justice of how amazing it is. The animation is beautiful, the characters are fun and incredibly lovable, to the point where you feel true emotion when any of them are in any sort of discomfort. Seriously, I cannot watch this scene where General Iroh, one of the most likable characters on the planet, is crying, singing to his son who has passed away, that also turns out to be a tribute to the great Mako Uematsu without getting emotional.
Tiny shells drifting in the foam.
Oh god, I just realized I have to watch this scene while editing. How you holding up, buddy? Pretty good, huh? I learned a ton of great life lessons with them as they take you on an unforgettable adventure with an incredible soundtrack. This show is amazing. It is way too good than it needs to be. It should be remembered not only as one of the greatest animated shows of all time, but one of the greatest shows in television history, period. And I'm sorry, Gravity Falls. I love you. But rewatching this show recently, I think I have actually figured out that this deserves my #1 spot as my favorite show of all time. I still love you though, boo boo. Don't cry. Don't cry. You know when you cry, I cry. I'm just glad it's over. No more. No more. I can't bear to lose another one. And yes, that was a Banjo-Kazooie pun. I think I'm gonna have to take a really long shower after this. Ah, crap, there's more.